All right, guys, we will be starting this class. I want to apologize for the network failure that has caused us to stretch the start time by about 7 minutes. So, in our last class, we talked about who a WordPress designer is and the skills that are necessary for a person to be a WordPress designer. Today, we are going to talk on WordPress, and then we will discuss, in the course of discussing WordPress, web hosting and domain, and then we will also discuss WordPress.com and WordPress Talk, also touch a part of free hosting, and then navigate through WordPress dashboard. So quickly, I will quickly go to WordPress. What WordPress is? WordPress is a free, it's an open source content management system or software, as the case may be. So WordPress is a system that allows you to design, build websites without prior knowledge in basic web design uh, coding skills. Without having to be an expert in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, uh, React, Node.js, as the case may be, and even up to PHP. WordPress allows you to set up a system, manipulate it, and also manage it without having any knowledge of code or programming. So, what is web hosting? Web hosting is simply a computer on a cloud that hosts or warehouse your website, your web app, whatever, mobile app. It warehouses your database as well, and help it run on the internet, allowing users or clients to access it 24/7. So web hosting is simply a computer that is uh, set up by a group of persons known as web hosting companies, organizations. A web hosting company set up a server, a computer system that is accessible online, and then sell space of the web of their computer, which is accessible on the web, to other users who have needs to host or warehouse their websites or web app. And the domain is a nomenclature that is given to your website or that is exclusive to your organization. So it actually, when you host your app on a computer system on the cloud or via a hosting company, an IP address is assigned to that your server, then server space that is allocated to you. So it is that IP address that you ordinarily would use to access your website online. But IP addresses are made up of numbers, say 192.668 or 192.168.0.8, 192.168, or those are local IPs anyway. Say 17 dot something 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 dot 100 like this, or 90 something 92.7.1.61. So this IP address become difficult to store. Let's assume that all the websites and all the big names in the internet business, on the internet, are using IP address. Let's say Google is using 91 point this for this for that. Yahoo is using 72 for this. Amazon is using this, and all. Alibaba is using different numbers. It will be difficult for you to carry all of them. Very difficult. That's where the domain name comes in. The domain name is mapped to the IP address so that you can simply use a readable and understandable name to refer to the server instead of the IP. So we could say www dot google.com. You could say www.yahoo.com. You could say www.aliexpress.com or .alibaba.com or .amazon.com. Even www.jumia.com, www.zenithbank.com. All those are domain names that are tied to the IP address, that are mapped to the IP address, that enables you to access the resources as contained in that server, um, instead of using the IP address. So there are lots of hosting companies um, that exist on the internet. I will quickly change the share object so that I'll share my browser with you. All right, so this is my browser. So if we go to Google and say hosting, hosting companies, you will get a list of hosting companies. Let's say we're taking this a rating, top 10 hosting companies, best hosting companies. Here we have Hostinger, GoDaddy, HostGator, Namecheap, Network Solution, Web.com, then Bluehost. I think those are the ones listed on this. Okay, there's Bluehost on top, actually, as the most popular before Hostinger. So let's go there's HostGator, Namecheap, Network Solution, Web.com. There are many other hosting companies out there, and these hosting companies that are highlighted here are all foreign hosting companies that are not exclusive, um, that are cost in the USD. So because of the ban list on debit card here in Nigeria, it becomes very difficult to manage this hosting company unless you have some web, some virtual card tied to some online dollar account or a dollar wallet, and a virtual card that could help you make payments or manage such hosting accounts. There are also hosting accounts in Nigeria, hosting companies of the government in Nigeria, hosting companies in Nigeria. They have Q servers, they have the likes of Okay, this is True Host. This is a Nigerian hosting company. Looking at the list of hosting companies in Nigeria. Okay, there's Google Host, there's that True Host, there's Q Server, and a host of others. Nigerian hosting company. Okay, there's Domain King. This is also one of the top hosting companies in Nigeria. Who will be easy. There's Host Africa, Afis Host, Good Fame. So it's a hosting company that will allow you to be able to pay in Naira. So in other words, your renewal, domains renewal, hosting renewal will be easy because your debit card can be tied to the account or can be used for payments. But outside that, uh, these foreign hosting companies are more reliable in terms of uptime, server speed, and all that things. One thing that is very um, that is synonymous with all of them is that the .com, .ng um, domain name or .ng domain name is not very popular among the foreign hosting companies. So that you can get in from the Nigerian hosting company. And surprisingly, it was com.ng because I think the government is trying to make that domain popular. So .com.ng is very, very cheap in the Nigerian hosting companies. Some of them even give it for free. The likes of QServer gives the .com.ng domain name for free. So let's visit one or two of these domain, these the hosting company. Let's say Bluehost. So this is Bluehost. And check out their hosting plans. Let's look for their hosting plan. The best web hosting, free SSL, free domain for 1 year, one click WordPress install, expert for 7 expert secure, starting at $1.99 per month. Okay, so they have a plan and they also have WordPress hosting that fits your ambition. This one is on a hosting plan that are exclusive to WordPress. That's because of the popularity of WordPress. So they have made it easy for you to manage the WordPress. Bluehost actually have their own cPanel, which is customized for them. It's very robust. It is very user friendly, and their support is also very good. But among them, I think the one whose support is very good I can vouch for is Namecheap.com. Namecheap has, I think, the best support as far as hosting companies that I've seen is concerned. So, hosting companies, there are dedicated servers, there are shared hosting. So, dedicated server means that you are purchasing the whole server for yourself. You are buying the whole server, so you are going to own it. This is going to cost a lot. You're going to give you a server for yourself, a portion of the server for yourself. You own it. So these are the various prices to get a dedicated server, and these are per month. Uh, Build per month. So you can switch to quarterly, and this is annually. This is per month. So But most small companies, organization go for shared hosting. Shared hosting is um, more uh, variable in terms of pricing, and it is also built either quarterly, monthly, yearly, and biannually. Or yeah, biannually. So the NER, yeah, that's the word. NER. So it is built either monthly, yearly, or once in 2 years. So these are the price and these are the features of the hosting plans. This one has an auto backup where this one doesn't have with 20 gigabyte SSD, where this one have unmetered SSD. This has 50 gigabyte SSD and unmetered, unlimited mailbox, auto backup and cloud storage, website builder, AI tool, has unlimited websites and domain name. Why this only accommodates 3 websites, and it also comes with a domain name. So let's go to the Nigerian hosting company, say qservers.net. They look for one of the others, say West Africa. See their prices. Okay, I don't know why that's failing. Okay, so this is West Africa. C.com.ng. Domain name 7,800.ng is 17,500. .org.ng is 7,800. Name.ng is 500 naira. Africa is 20,000 naira. So let's check their hosting. Yeah, hosting. We're hosting email lesson site within WordPress hosting. Okay, they have a dedicated WordPress hosting. Okay, so let's check their pricing. It's 4,500. Okay, that's just one package. Okay, that's web hosting starter is 4,500 per month. The web hosting basic is 6,000 naira. The web hosting power 750. Web hosting business. Okay, so let's go to Q servers and see their hosting plans. Okay, they have starter at 1,850 per month, and then 18,500 per year. And they also have business 2,650 per month and 26,500 per year, and so on. So different hosting companies have their different price. So when you're choosing a hosting company to host your website or host your web app, you need to as well check the price and then also check the features. Some of them don't have equal features. Some of them have features that you may need very much. Some of them are features that are very important to you. Like this, all of their packages have daily backups. They have cron jobs. They have PHP 8.1, which is good. They have also have okay, Spectaculous. That's for web app. They have unlimited SQL, which is good. Two FTP accounts all across one packed domain for the starter plan, and then zero add-on types of domains, 999 emails, free SSL certificates, free.com.ng. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. That's our key servers gives free.com.ng. 20 gigabyte bandwidth, 60 gigabyte storage, and it didn't state if it is SSD or HDD. But in the case of, I think, using Bluehost or Namecheap, they stated clearly that it was SSD. Okay, 20 gigabyte SSD, which is better than the starter plan of QServer at 6 gigabytes. And we are not sure if it is SSD or HDD. So that's for hosting. The next we're going to is uh, WordPress.com, WordPress.org. So I will quickly open WordPress.com, WordPress.com. Then in another tab, open WordPress.org. A lot of people mistake these two, WordPress.com and WordPress.org. Uh, what is the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org? It's not WordPress. Yes, it is WordPress. Now, the only difference between WordPress.org and WordPress.com is that WordPress.com will help you to build a website that is hosted by WordPress itself. So here, if you are getting started, um, you enter in your email address, you choose whether you want to log in or access an account via email or Google or whatever. Create an account and then you log in. This is going to be a lecture for another day. But in WordPress.com, you are not given the privilege to manipulate your website or to change some settings on the free plan. So there are plans. So the personal plan starts at $4. But I think there's a free plan that allows you to just host a website, choose anything, that personal plan starts at $6, 6 GB storage, unlimited page post users, free domain for 1 year. After 1 year, your website will carry whatever you call it, .wordpress.com. Let's say I love cookies, .wordpress.com. That will now be your domain name if you are not paying. Ad-free browsing experience for your visitor, does not premium team support. And then they also have a premium plan built at $8 per month with 13 GB storage, unlimited pages, and all that. And then also have fast support from the expert team, premium start, customized team, and color stride. It's a business plan, commerce plan for WooCommerce, and enterprise plan. So all these are the packages of WordPress.com. So WordPress.com helps you to build the website and host it on their server. So this is a free plan. Start with free plans. Create an account, and then they will lead you through steps by steps, choose a team, and in 5 minutes, the website is fully set up. That's what WordPress is called. WordPress.org is now the open source where you have the WordPress. You can download the WordPress software in different versions, softwares, and install it yourself in your hosting server or in your local host, as the case may be. And then build a website from scratch by yourself by installing themes, then installing your plugins. So here you have various themes that you can choose. Install a lot of themes that suits your personality or your organization or your company, as the case may be. So you can choose any of these themes. Also have plugins to extend the functionalities of your website. So when you're using WordPress.org, you're doing all the job yourself. But if you're using WordPress.com, make the job more easy for you by just having you follow the simple installation procedure step by step by step, then you get your stuff done. But in this case, you're not allowed to manipulate the website. Well, that's according to your subscription plan. If you're on the free plan, you're not allowed to install plugins. You are not allowed to change your themes anyhow you like. But that does not apply when you're using WordPress.org. WordPress.org gives you everything. So you decide as a WordPress website designer what you want to do with the WordPress software and how you would like your website to look like. So what's the difference? One is open source and free for you to manipulate whatever you want. One makes it easy for you to set up the website. However, restricts you from managing it or manipulating it to suit your purpose. On our agenda, the next item is free hosting. So while I was speaking about hosting, I showed you some hosting that will charge you for you to be able to host your website on that platform. But there are also free hosting out there. One of which I have brought for us too is called Infinity Free. Infinity Free is a free hosting platform that I've been using for a while. So yeah, at Infinity Free, you create an account and host your website. Well, it has been updated a couple of years ago. It wasn't the interface wasn't like this, and it just give you a very shabby cPanel where you just manage. But the Sparkler, so it was able to accommodate WordPress. But now they have categorically created a space for WordPress. So I have a few WordPress hosting with 5 gigabytes disk space, unlimited bandwidth, 8.2 PHP, which is good. I think server side plus 8.1, and then MySQL Preserve. I also have MariaDB 10.6. They have free subdomain names. You can also bring your own domain, and then they have 490 databases, free DNS service, free SSL certificate, and free HTTPS support. So, well, it's not very robust, but there's no support. So, whatever you do, you should know that if you make a mistake on your own, you have to go for support elsewhere. It will not give you personnel support. So, in our next class, we will create an account in Infinity Hosting, and then we will have to navigate on how to install WordPress on our Infinity hosts. So I will go back to our agenda. So we'll see the last item on our agenda for today, which is navigating the WordPress environment. So I'll just open let me log into one of my accounts and then use it to demonstrate something to you. So, all right. So let me share my screen so that we will get a view of how the WordPress uh, environment is like. All right, guys. So this is the WordPress environment. This is one of the WordPress sites that I am currently managing. So I'll use this to review an overview of how to navigate through WordPress dashboard. So this is the dashboard. This is the WordPress dashboard. So when you log into your WordPress, this is what you will see. When you download and install WordPress for the first time, most of this will not be here. These are here because um, we have um, we have installed plugins on this WordPress. So basically, what you just want us to see is just on the dashboard, you see the home, updates, post, media, the page, the comments, appearance, plugin, user, tools, and settings. So that's all. That's what we basically see. So today we will be navigating through the page, post, category, and tag. So the page, you come to the left pane and then click on page. Here you will see the various pages contained in the website. The about page, let's see here we have awards, blog mastery, career, cards, checkouts. All these are, are pages that are installed by e-commerce plugin so that someone can add to cart, checkout, and all that. So some of these pages are installed by plugins that carry out specific functions. So this is how the WordPress page um, layout looks out. So we go to posts. Excuse me. We go to posts, come to the left pane and click on the posts. But this is how the post looks like, more like the page, but in this case, it doesn't carry the page name and all that. Carries the title of the post. So here we can say, let's put a new post by clicking on add new post. Then when it loads, it will prompt us to enter the post title as well as the content of the post. Pardon me, my network is a bit slow. So let's say the page title is how to prepare good cookies. Awesome. So let's narrate some. some text to add to our beautiful post, come to the blog, paste it. Okay, so here we have a post. We have created a post, and then we publish it, and then view the post, see how it will look like on the website. Tada, have our posts. So this is how a blog is created on the website or on WordPress. Just enter your title, enter your um, text. That's all. Well, to make it spicy, you could add some images. For instance, you could come here, add um, add an image. For image. So let's look for one image and random image. I try to add it to the physical image. Just looking for one random image. All right, so let's take this. So it's quite small. So the image is loading quite slowly. Okay, that's needed. So it's a marketplace. All right, so we have added to the image as our official image. So if we save this and go back to our post page and refresh, the official image is supposed to display at the top of the post. While it's loading, we can also playfully add it somewhere around. Let's see. Let's add another block. Okay, so let's add image. Those just like we have get the same image. Is it there? So if come back here, notice that the image has been added to the top of the post as the blog featured image. So this is what um, the users will see if they visit the blog page. It's going back, we refresh this page, the image will still insert itself in the body of the post. So you can spice it up by adding images to the posts. So that's one way you can spice your posts. So I've been talking about the posts. There are also other things that we can check on. So we'll go back to the WordPress. For under the post, we have all posts, add new posts. You can notice that the new post that we have added is already here. Like added and added by this user. So go to categories. Categories is to help us categorize all the posts that will be posted on the website, on the blog, as it may be. So here we can say business, then add as a category. Already there are categories chemical that came with the WordPress theme or the templates that I installed earlier on this um, WordPress site. So if you go to tag, you can also create tags, say business, all that. So if if you notice there are tags that are created here like blue, black, this. Now we can create a tag called colors, colors, and then save it, and then edit all these tags to the child tags to the color tag. Let me go so we get it. Not tags, black, so we get it. So, so uh, yeah, I think that works with categories. I think with categories, you can actually, yeah, it works with categories, it doesn't work with tag. I beg your pardon. So with categories, it's chemical, creative, business, box, and then I have insights. So I could add business under insights and make business subcategory. Make business a subcategory of insights. So if you make business insights is parent category and then save it, that will make business a subcategory of insights. So if you go to insights, see insights, and then business is highlighted under insights as a subcategory of insights. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think our time is fast spent. This will call to make this class a wrap. I want to thank you all for your attention so far.
All right. Thank you, sir, for your time.